Hello and welcome back to MLB The Show 19 and the Salomon Barrios Road to the Show. I'm Tyrant Saber. Last time out, we won the series against the Houston Astros at home to go out to a 4-2 lead in the early part of the season, and we're looking at a 4-game series against the Baltimore Orioles at home. So let's get out here and get some. But first, we get a practice session, get to raise our cap on our contact, and I think that's probably the thing to do. I'm tempted, though, to go for plate vision cap, just to improve the chance of Salomon actually putting bat on ball. Take a look at what else is here just for posterity's sake, I suppose. I think, yeah, we should probably work. We'll work on plate vision cap. Do not swing at more than 3 balls outside the strike zone over the next game. I can do that. I don't. Narrator, he couldn't do that. Let's get it.
Now from the home of the Angels for nearly a half-century, there's a look inside Angels Stadium of Anaheim. Tonight it's the first of 4 between the Baltimore Orioles and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Carmine Reyes makes his big league debut right after this.
That kind of looks like Salomon's cousin.
Shohei Ohtani will be on the mound for the series opener. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Well, Matt, you hate to go into the game thinking that you're going to have to get the bullpen involved, but you may have to with this guy on the mound. He's not known for going very deep into games. Very rarely does he go 6 innings or more, so this very well.
So Salomon gets into the game early, facing Michael Hermosillo.
Take his first cuts here.
Michael.
See what we can do here against him. Ohtani-san on the mound.
The windup
Takes
and
some
the
deals.
Hit the other
And it's
way
just a
out toward
casual
right
fly
field.
ball to right
Moving
field.
under it,
Salomon's
Barrios.
got it, and that'll be the
he
second
makes
out
catch
of
for
the inning.
second out. And now the starting lineup for the visiting Baltimore Orioles. Danny, who stands out to you?
You know, I'm looking forward to see what this guy can do in that 5-hole. He's hit in 8 straight games right now. Talk about fun to watch. Putting together a single here, a double there, doing all the things you need to do to keep this streak alive.
All right, jump on him.
Striding into the box, Salomon Barrios, as he'll get his first opportunity.
Well, Salomon comes out here, bottom second, with nobody out, or nobody on, nobody out.
And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball
He's hitting
1.
in the 4-hole
Guys, the
today,
Orioles,
which
as they
I
begin
didn't pay
play
enough
here
credence
tonight,
to.
It's been a promising start to the new year as they've taken 3 of the first 4 contests.
Yeah,
Matty, I've been really impressed with this team, especially on the recent road trip to start to it. They're 3-1 after 4 games, playing really fundamentally sound
Need to
baseball.
not swing at
From
pitches
offense
outside
to
the zone, and I'm
defense,
trying
pitching,
real
it's all
hard
coming
not to do
together.
that right here.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that,
No matter
to this
how
guy,
much I want
you
to.
have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Will not catch the zone. Ball 3.
So that's a 3-1 count to Salomon. If he's going to throw one down the pipe, this would be the one to do it.
I know it's 3-1 in this situation right here, but I can't imagine anything comes over the heart of the plate.
And he
But in
takes
fact,
ball
he's just
4.
going to throw one
Leadoff
low
man's
below the
aboard
zone,
here
and
to begin
Salomon
the
is going to
home
take
half of the
himself a
second.
walk.
As if things aren't tough enough here playing in this hostile environment, he walks the leadoff hitter, and oh yeah, he's a threat to run every time he gets on base. Not the way he wanted to start this out.
Here's
That'll bring up
Davis
Chris
now.
Davis here.
He was 1 for 4 with a 2-bagger in yesterday's game.
No one out now.
Nope.
Over to the bag, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily.
Hey, plays it 2. Let's roll it, huh?
The 1-1 home. Fought off at the plate as it's
Fouls
chopped
that off to
foul.
make it 1-2. What is your motion like, Ramirez?
The 1-2.
Well, that was a slide step.
Ball number 2.
A great take on that slider away right there. But I'm thinking in that situation, that pitcher's got to execute a little bit better. That was almost a non-competitive pitch. Being outside, you could almost have let that one go right out of his hand.
Well, that's strikeout for Chris Davis.
And there's the first out of the inning.
All right, let's take a look at the defensive alignment for the Orioles. And let's focus our attention on one of the most dynamic defenders in our sport, and that's shortstop Jose Iglesias. I want to tell one of our camera guys, do not take your lens off this guy, because he is going to make a highlight reel play every game, and I guarantee something goes down today.
And Justin Boron. Looked like his motion was pretty smooth and fast, so I don't know that I feel super comfortable trying to steal on him. Especially not when they're going to throw out on Salomon like that.
Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Patrick Johnson.
After all, we got chastised for getting thrown out quite a bit last year, and I have no desire to invite more such chastisings in the future.
Not only from the offensive guys, but maybe the guy on the mound as well. He needs to be a little bit more consistent.
Here now the 2-2 is a swing and a
And
miss.
Justin Bohr swings and misses on that one, and that'll be the second out of the inning.
In a double play situation, you kind of expect most pitches to be down in the zone, hoping for a ground ball. So that was an interesting pitch selection to go up.
1-1 count with JT Real Muto on the mount on the plate.
Real Muto. A 1-1 pitch. And this one's up around
It's a 2-1 count. He's only hitting 111 here in the first few games of the season.
First with 2 away.
Not the best start to the year for the guy, but
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
3-1 count here is pretty good for him, so I guess we'll see what happens.
He's probably getting a fastball, and he's probably getting it middle away. Might be a great time to get super.
Oh, I timed that just about perfect.
He won't have to worry about a throw. Ball
But
first and second
that's
now
going to go outside the zone, and that'll be a walk here to put 2 men on in second.
Scoring position to deal with.
Digging in, Justin Upton.
Batting 8th, the left fielder.
Now here comes Jay up. 1-1 count with runners in scoring position.
It's a high fly ball headed for the left field.
Put some
corner.
pop
If
on
it
that
stays
one, but
fair,
it's going to drift
gone.
foul, and Salomon has to go
And
back
that
to
nearly
second.
broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball.
Two down now.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
2-2 count. Not quite to automatic run territory yet, but here we go.
And a slider's in the
Okay,
dirt. He lays
3-2
off it for a
count, so
ball.
everybody's moving on this next pitch.
40 for him right now, and he's not even out of the second inning of work.
All right, hold it here, hold it here.
As efficient on the mound as he'd like.
And he'll avoid the fragments out there to make
Broken
the catch
bat,
that ends
pop
the
up
inning.
to first base,
A
and that'll
couple of
end
walks,
the
but
inning.
No damage. Back with more Monday Night Baseball following this. Settling in now.
Here we go, top third. Carlos Perez on for the Orioles.
Carlos Perez.
That softly hit to right. Will that get down?
That's a
Yes, it
liner
will.
out there.
It'll be a
Salomon
leadoff
can
single.
only cut it off,
So
and
the
that's a
Orioles
man
get their
on
leadoff
first
man
with
aboard
nobody
to
away to start the
inning.
third.
Hey, sometimes that's how a rally gets started right there. I know it's a soft liner, but leadoff man on usually poses problems.
And Salomon already filthy going into the bottom of the third. Angels are up 1-0 here. So we'll see what we can do against
First pitch
Jeffrey
of the at-bat.
Ramirez.
Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
Come on, let it fly right here.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a
So
ball.
2-0 count here.
This is why I love having athleticism and speed on your team. You can tell the runner on first base is certainly messing with the mechanics of the pitch.
In there, now the throw. And he is out at
They
second.
got him out
Caught stealing to
on
end
the
the
steal.
inning. Another look at the throw down.
That might have been a good one to mash, but I didn't have confidence in my ability to get on that one, and I didn't want him to I didn't want him to get blown up.
Stepping in,
So,
Salomon
going
Barrios.
into the bottom of the
First
fourth
pitch
with
of
a
the
fresh
at-bat
set
on
of
its way.
pitches, or fresh count, excuse me.
Fastball down a little too much there. That's ball one.
Hey, let it fly up there, huh?
Well, that's one
ball,
outside, so that's
strike
one of my 3.
Hey, let's go right here.
The 1-1. Is strike 2 swinging.
I think that's another one.
Good pitch right here. Let's go, kid.
Fouled away.
That one at least was in the zone, so I lose nothing on that one.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
This kind of hitter right here, we call this guy a grinder. What are grinders? They just kind of foul off some
Slider well outside, so Salomon works it back into a 3-2 count.
This is every pitcher's nightmare, a guy that's up there with a plan and not just up there swinging at anything.
And he takes another walk.
And that misses for ball 4. The leadoff walk that starts
So they're
the bottom of
treating
the fourth.
Salomon with
I'm
kid
sure the
gloves, and
manager is just
he's
fine
making him
with that.
pay
I
by
mean,
getting
it's
on
better to
base.
battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up where he can
The
really hurt.
designated hitter, number 4.
So striding forward now, Chris Davis. He got called out on strikes his last time through. He's running. Strike
Well, I'm gonna
taken,
go.
the throw. Perfect throw, and they got
Gonna
him
get
at
nailed,
second.
though, so didn't pay off that
That's a
time.
big time throw right.
Stepping up to the
Now
plate,
batting.
Salomon Barrios.
fielder.
A couple of walks for him thus far.
Barrios.
And that misses low and away, ball 1.
So who is this?
Obviously, the game plan wasn't
Ryan
to let this guy
McClung.
beat you right
Never
here.
heard of you.
He's already walked twice, and that pitch out of the zone tells me they want nothing to do with him.
And it's fouled away.
Swung early on that changeup. No, late. Huh. Okay.
The 1-1. Misses for the second ball.
We got 2 balls.
One run, 4 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels.
That's
Balls and 2 strikes
3
now.
times outside the zone, so I failed the challenge.
Come on, big yourself right here.
The 2-2. Hard hit toward the hole.
Well, that one was down below the zone, but Salomon's going to get himself on base nonetheless. That'll be a base hit for the day, so let's go. Venga.
Down and away, but he just got beat with it. Nice job to flip it the other way into the outfield for an opposite field base hit.
Just got lucky on that one, I think.
Stepping up now, Chris Davis.
The
0 for 2
designated hitter,
from him
number
so
4.
far in this one.
Davis.
Now a throw over, and he'll dive back in.
You down here. Hey, let it fly. Let's go right here.
And another throw over.
They're afraid of
And a
Salomon.
dive, but he's back.
They don't want any part of him stealing.
Where's the 1 here?
I haven't even had a chance to see what this guy's motion looks like yet.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1.
If he's going to slide step,
Ball headed for Iglesias at short. And he'll go the short way to retire
well,
the side.
that was kind of screwed up there, but unfortunately,
Some of our
it is what it
nation's
is.
young minds and
So
future
Salomon
leaders
gets a
here
base
in
hit,
attendance.
but
Yikes.
LA still
On to the
only
bat,
up
third
1-0.
tonight. Stick around on the show. Striding in, Salomon Barrios.
So here, I think in the 9th, 8th or 9th, we get one more chance for Salomon to make an impact, and I think now's the time to use Showtime.
And he turns this one
Line
around
shot,
high and deep
left
to
center field. That's going to get down. Salomon definitely going too.
That ball gets down out near the wall and should
And
be extra bases.
runner on second had no confidence in his ability to get that one or that it was going to get down, so he only gets up to third. What could have otherwise been an RBI double is instead only a stand-up double. So, Salomon got a 2-hit, 2-walk game. He's on base 1,000 today.
Chris Davis could really use a knock here. 0 for 3.
Here comes
in the
Chris
game
Davis.
So far. 2-1.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now.
24,698 people
He needs
here
to
at
get
the
this
Angels
train
Stadium
over a
of
bit sooner
Anaheim.
than later, so
The Angels thank you for your
forcing
continued
contact and
support.
getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
Set to deliver on 2-1.
Swing and a miss on the
Gets him out
pitch
in front for
outside.
strike two.
So Davis is at 2-2.
I think he
Nobody
has to be
out.
pitching for a strikeout
Runners in
here.
scoring position.
We'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
3-2.
So that's a 3-2 count.
And now a right-hander up and throwing in the Baltimore bullpen. And a swing and a miss.
And a swing and a miss.
Big strikeout here, as it'll remain second and third, but with one
So
away
Reggie
now.
Prado,
And with strike
young
three
reliever
recorded
for the
there,
Orioles,
he's
gets
notched
himself his first major
career
league strikeout on Chris
strikeout.
Davis.
Well, Matt, if he can become a consistent
Great little,
strikeout pitcher, you
great
have to figure his
moment for the
career's gonna
youngster.
Being a solid one. All the best pitchers at this level have at least one pitch that they can go into in tough situations. So we'll see if he becomes one.
They're
going to
intentionally walk Justin Bohr to set up the double play.
And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order.
Well, tough to say if that was their intention or not, but it's not the worst thing that could happen. Of course, at every base now, so there are a lot.
And that'll
of ways
bring
to get
up,
out of
who
this.
is this?
Now bases are loaded. Nowhere to put him. with
JT
one away.
Realmuto.
And in steps the catcher, JT
0 for 1
Realmuto.
with 2 walks on the day.
Set and the 2-2 pitch. And this is swung on.
Swings and
Missed
misses
a
on
huge
one
out
inside,
there
and that'll
as
be
the
another
bases will
strikeout for
stay
Prado.
loaded with 2 away now.
I'm really impressed by that strikeout. I'll tell
And
you
here
why.
comes
He
Justin
should have
Upton,
got
who
the
still
call
has
on
no
pitch
hits
before.
in
That
this
was like
year.
he got squeezed a little bit. In a bases-loaded situation, that can drive a guy nuts, drive you crazy. What I loved is he didn't let him take it out of his game.
Pitch
He came back
outside.
with another good pitch and got the punch out. A really nice job of taking it one pitch at a time.
Hey, we got
Trout,
2-1 count to Upton.
Barrios at second. Bohr.
He's at risk of walking in a run here. We're already up 2-0.
And Upton lays off again, and he's in control.
That'll be a
of the count. It's
3-1
3-1.
count here.
Gotta love a late rally.
Justin
And
Upton
listen
at
to
bat
this
and David
crowd
Fletcher
now.
on deck.
They are really into this.
And this is lifted high in the air down the
That
right
is
field
not
line.
going to do much.
And he will get
Right
there.
fielder's going to
Make the
field it
running
in foul
play,
territory, and that'll
that will
end the inning. So bases
Angels
loaded
get
here.
just the one.
They didn't
We
run in
played
on the
8-4.
hit that
Angels
Salomon
are
had,
in front, 2-0.
and they weren't able to drive anybody in with the batters behind him. So that's a pity, even though we are still up 2-0. And in fact, like that baby up, the Angels win it here at home to start off the series against the Orioles. Salomon goes 2 for 2 with 2 walks, a single and a double. No RBIs despite the opportunity, but that's more a consequence of the base running than the hitting.
Los Angeles led this game from the third inning on and never
And
wavered.
Shohei Ohtani gets himself a
Ohtani
much-needed
first
clean
win of the
sheet and
season,
victory.
striking out 12 in the process. Jeffrey Ramirez was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. Cody Allen hammers down the save, his 4th of the season. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, and Heidi Watkey, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show. Tuesday night baseball now from the Big A, Angel Stadium of Anaheim. Tonight, the second of 4 to begin the week between the Baltimore Orioles and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Major League Baseball on the Show starts now. Andrew Heaney, a left-hander out of Oklahoma, will be on the mound. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, you always like to begin the season on a good note. In his first start of the year, he did just that, picking up the win. There's nothing he'd like to do more than to get number 2 in this one here.
Digging in, Salomon Barrios. He had
So
a couple
Salomon
of hits
actually
in
out here in the
last
first
night.
here. Orioles are up 1-0, but he's got somebody on first already.
And a fastball just misses for ball 1.
As a hitter right here, you have to tell yourself, I can't get too big. Don't let the
And
moment
we
get
got,
away
who
from
is
me.
this?
A nice bullet
Lewis
in the gap
Driver.
gets the job done in this situation.
Hey, let's go right here. Let's go,
2 balls and no strikes.
2 fastballs outside the zone here. No big surprise. They are expecting Salomon to go fishing. That's going to be a shallow bloop into left field. That'll be a base hit for Salomon to start the day. Let's go. Venga.
I appreciate the moxie right there, but 3 fastballs at this level usually turns into a knock.
Batting fifth, the designated hitter, Chris Davis.
2 men are on with 2 men out.
Chris Davis on now. Only hitting 235 on the year, and he strikes out again.
Not much of a chance
to end the inning.
One, and the inning is over. No runs, a hit, 2 left. Second inning upcoming from the Big A. Baltimore's out in front, 1-0. So 2 men are gone now in the Baltimore third, and that'll bring up the power hitting outfielder Trey Mancini.
Let her rip.
Well, we're tied now, top 3. But Trey Mancini up to bat.
In the air, out to right.
Nothing but a pop fly out to Salomon. He's got it. Ends the inning.
The inning is over. 1 left for the Orioles. After 2.5, it remains a 1-1 ball game. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Salomon Barrios. He reached on a single in his first try.
So still facing driver out here. And he's still throwing scared out here. He's scared. He's scared, Salomon. That's a chopper, though. Up to second. It's going to be close. That's a throw into the dugout, so that's an E4 fielder's choice.
And a big mistake there.
Yeah, I like the
so despite it being a double play, that is actually going to turn into a double for Salomon.
And he's going to get charged with an error as a result.
Threw that one right into the Orioles dugout.
The designated hitter, number 4.
2 balls and 2 strikes. The count to
So Chris Davis takes that one over the outside. It's a 2-2 count. He's going to try to throw back to second, but Salomon can get back in time. And of course, it's the 3rd inning. He's already filthy.
The 2-2. Swung on
and swing and a miss. Chris Davis goes down for the 2nd time tonight on strikeouts.
Really had his number so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series.
So he had a hat yesterday, and he's already got 2 strikeouts today. See what Justin Bohr can do in this situation.
Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call.
So that's a 3-1 count to Justin Bohr. Swings and misses, so we don't have anybody on second, so we are on first, excuse me, so we can't get away with moving on first motion here.
Good wood on it there, but foul.
That's fouled off.
Barrios stands at second with 2 gone.
Come on, go hard, you're scoring.
That's just blooped up. Falls into play. Salomon is racing home. He's going to get there. And Justin Bohr drives in Salomon on a bloop left field single. Let's go.
Picking your teammate up after that strikeout, D-Row. Big, and I mean big, 2-out RBI single.
Yeah, way to come through for your team. When you take the donut off your bat right there, you're trying to pick up your...
Here comes Austin Wins here. Top 4. We're still up 2-1. Andrew Heaney still out here on the mound.
High in the air out towards shallow
Salomon's got this one out to right. Easy pick, and that'll be the end of the inning.
That ends the inning. Orioles leave 1. They're down 2-1. Now at the plate, Salomon Barrios.
So Salomon's doing pretty good for himself so far this year. 316 in the early going.
Couldn't resist on that one.
Yeah, that one was a little bit. Yeah,
Fifth inning,
but
2-1 our score. Down and away, ball one.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if anything. He jammed him pretty hard on the previous pitch, so
oh, that's another good one on the outside. Two-seamer drifting away from a left-handed hitter. That's a Jason pitch right there.
And he fouls this one off.
But at 80 pitches through 4 1/3, got to think that his day is getting close to done.
And another foul ball.
Now Salomon's still getting bat on ball here, even though they're mostly, in fact, entirely outside of the zone. He could have walked by now.
Now a swing at a ball,
and that weak little contact swing just bloops it up to the shortstop, and that'll be the second out of the inning. And here we are, bottom 7, still up 2-1 with a fresh runner or a fresh pitcher on. Let's use some showtime here. Try to get something
with
in.
This guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Hey, let's roll two. Hey, your pitch. Drive it deep, huh? Here you go.
The 1-0.
That's going away.
Taken for ball 2.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose.
I'll take a walk today if I have to.
He's got to throw a strike right here.
Easy fly ball into
that's a pop fly out to center field, unfortunately, but that's going to bloop down and get down onto. That's going to fall in front of the center fielder.
Oh man, I don't know how that happened. Look at his base hit to the outfield.
I don't know what to make of that one.
The throw comes in and they get the force on the plate. To be honest, that just can't happen.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. I'm not sure if that's a base hit or what there. But whatever it was just not good baseball. Oh, I like your motion.
Misses for the second ball.
I like your motion, fella.
Starting to loosen now in the bullpen.
Hey, let's hold him right here. Hey, here we go, here we go.
Runner goes for second.
No chance. Salomon's got that one. That's 2 on the season for him.
The ball isn't carrying well tonight. We haven't seen any home runs, so sometimes you have to try for something else. Now it's seeing a single could be all it takes to push a run across.
Dickerson.
Well, we'll see what Brad Osmus has to say about that in the clubhouse later on. But now we got runners scoring position with only 1 out.
Time to focus.
Now Chris Davis still on here, and they're just going to intentionally walk him.
We'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
Yeah, now after the stolen base, it looks as though the dugout wants to go ahead and put him on here to keep that double play in order with 1 away.
Well, tough to say if that was their intention or not, but it's not the worst thing that could happen. A force at every base now, so there are a lot of ways to get out of this.
And here comes Justin Bohr, the big bat of Justin Bohr. He's already driven Salomon in, albeit on a rather feeble pop fly single. That, on the other hand, looks to carry pretty well. And Salomon's going to tag up on this one as the sac fly comes in, and it'll be 3-1. LA here in the late going. Let's go.
Every team is looking for that insurance run late in the game. That run right there gives them a 2-run lead heading into the late innings.
Corey Dickerson tags up and scores on that Justin Bohr sac fly. And here comes JT Realmuto. 0 for 3 on the day.
Here now the 2-2.
Fouls that one off to stay alive.
Get him yourself right here.
Fouled off.
And that one fouls that up into the concourse area.
1 error for the Angels so far.
Hey, let it fly right here.
Off-speed pitch in the
That
dirt
one's
as he
low.
takes
It's a
it for a
3-2
ball.
count,
All
so
right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first.
we'll be seeing Chris Davis tagging here.
A lot of possible outcomes.
And that'll be a walk.
Boy, not close again. His
So
third
Fry
walk of
here
the inning, and
loads
that
the
misses ball
bases
4.
for Justin Upton, who did
Digging in
finally
once
get his
again,
first hit on the
Justin
year.
Upton. He was a ground-out victim last time up.
Not sure why Trout isn't playing center field right now.
And he lays off the pitch down and away. Ball 2.
Well, when the pressure starts to intensify, it often feels like the strike zone gets harder and harder to hit. This is a big spot here.
And Upton lays off again, and he's in control of the
So
count.
that's a
It's
3-1
5-1.
count here.
You fight so
This
hard
is the
to
best
get
pitch
into
he's
these
going to
type of
see all
counts.
night.
You can't let this pitch get away from you. You have to keyhole something middle of the plate.
And the count
Fouls
will be
that
full.
down. So everybody's going to be moving here. Salomon's going to try to take home here.
Here's the payoff pitch. Got him. So
And
the
that's
damage
strike
winds up
3
not being as
called.
bad
So
as it
Salomon
could have
gets
been as they'll
home
strand the
just in
bases
time to
loaded.
see
The
Justin
side is
Upton
retired. Angels
strike
get
out on
just
that
the one.
pitch.
8th inning coming up. It's the Angels 3 and the Orioles 1. In now for the O's, Michael Hermosillo. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the
All
order
right,
has
well, let's
worked.
see what we can do out here.
One hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game.
Fly ball. It's a long fly ball out to right field. Salomon's got it to end to get the first out. Excuse me. And light that baby up. Andrew Heaney gets himself a win on the day. Salomon gets himself a base hit, a walk, and a couple runs.
The finish in tonight's game, Los Angeles.
Or A-Rod, I think I should say.
And never wavered. Andrew Heaney earns the win, his second. Lewis Driver pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. Jake Diekman closes the door for the save, his first of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com. Wednesday night baseball on the show from Angel Stadium of Anaheim. Tonight it's game 3 of this 4-game set between the Baltimore Orioles and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Jeremy Hellickson gets the ball in game 3 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, every team needs a pitcher like this one here. His numbers aren't going to blow you away. Career ERA just under 4. But one thing he does, he takes the ball every 5 days, throws strikes, and gives his team a chance to win every single time he goes out there. He'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
So Salomon's at 3 for 6 on the series.
Salomon Barrios.
He's going to have to do something here with runners first and third, and already down 2-0. That's going to get away though, and that'll be a nice run in from Shohei Ohtani, DHing and running the bases really well. So on the wild pitch, we get a run in. So barely not, without even, barely swinging the bat. Salomon's already got 1 run on the day.
1-0. And he falls behind now, 2-0. Guys, the Orioles, as they begin play here tonight, they come in looking to turn things around as they've dropped 2 straight.
Yeah, Matty, they lost last game only by 1 run. Those are the tough ones. But I'm sure they've looked at the film, made a few adjustments, and let's see if they can give a better effort today.
Oh, that changeup was a good one to mash, and Salomon just a little early on it. Or perhaps a lot early. I'm not sure.
The 2-1 pitch. Just behind the fastball there.
Late on the fastball.
He'll be kicking himself tonight if he doesn't come up with a big knock right here. That pitch was in a hittable location, and a hitter of this caliber usually doesn't let that go by.
That was a bad one to swing at, but Salomon stays alive here.
The 2-2. 3-2 now.
Okay.
Some pitchers fall into the trap of giving
2 out here, 3-2 count.
They don't want to walk the guy. But with the base open, it's not the end of the world if you do. You still need to make a quality pitch.
Late on the
Fouled
fastball
away.
again. Not as late as I thought I was going to be, but nonetheless.
See it, drive it. Let's go.
Out of the stretch, the 3-2 home.
Come on,
Skied
dig,
in
dig,
the air
dig, go
to
hard.
straightaway left.
Got that one into shallow left, but that is going to be a fly out, and that'll end the inning.
Catch to retire the side. Angels get just the one. We'll go now to the top of the third. The Orioles lead it 2-1.
Hey, 2 away.
Ready now for
Here comes
Baltimore.
Austin Wins, and
Austin
LA
Wins
has
he'll look to
bounced
bounce
back here.
after striking out
Now
last
4-2
time
here
up.
in the
Yeah,
fourth.
Matty, big time K last time up, and it's been a
Hammered the other
That's
way
a
to
big
right
fly
field.
ball.
Barrios ranging back. A dive, but it's off his glove.
And that's going to be a Salomon assisted home run for the Orioles out here.
A solo shot here to straightaway right field. First
Did my
home
best to
run of
make the play
campaign
on that
for him
one,
as
but it's just going
trimmed
to wind
a
up being
4-3
one of
game
those
now.
strange highlight reel plays out here.
Well, it's one thing to make a mistake pitch and have a guy blast one for a homer. In that case, you know it's your fault. But here, he just barely gets enough of it to the opposite field, and it's gone. Great swing and all, but as a pitcher, that's a tough one to swallow.
Yeah, that one just about was in Salomon's glove. Just about. I'm going to steal one of those one of these days. You can be sure of that.
From the stretch. Hangs on him a bit that time.
Line
It's
shot.
belted out to a
Center
deep
field.
And
That's gonna
that'll
be
stay
off
in
the wall.
park as it's off the center field wall.
But it's only going to wind up being a single for Salomon as the runner holds up at second, waiting to see what the outcome of the play is going to be. Just shy of being a home run, just a foot or so below the yellow line out there on the fence.
man on the mound, and they are just going to ambush tactics, and it seems to work for them. Or you can look at it the other way. They're just getting
Zach Cozart back out here.
Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Been a real big struggle for him so far on the mound. 4 runs and
Dylan
only
Bundy
3
doing all
innings,
right
so
tonight.
it'll
I
be
mean,
interesting to see
he's
if he
gotten
can
blown
settle
up
it
a
out,
little bit, I
make
guess,
some
but
adjustments, or if this start
certainly
will
getting
continue
swings and
to run
misses.
downhill.
Hey, we got no one here.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first
And that's going to
out.
send him down for the
Boy,
first
there's
out of the inning.
Perfect pitch right there, the straight changeup. He hadn't used it yet in this at bat, and what does he do? He uses it, pulls the string, and gets the big strikeout.
Now batting, second baseman, Jonathan VR.
2 balls and a strike to the
Low
Angels leadoff
fastball
hitter.
for ball 2.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
The 2-1 home. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground.
That's a
But
little
this'll wind up
chopped
a foul ball.
foul ball, and that'll
2-2.
make it 2-2.
Like you can. Here you go.
The 2-2. Oh, double play.
That's a line ball to second. It'll be a fielder's choice. Salomon does not get on base.
Now batting,
And in
DJ
fact,
Stewart
LA does not
has
score
given up
off
the
of
bring
that
on
one.
tying
So
run
it
from
remains-
second with a base hit into the outfield. Here's a
Uh-oh.
swing, and oh man,
That one is out of here.
way out of here.
Into the tunnel. Home run here. DJ Stewart.
A 2-run blast to
Big bomb to right field
Home run
and
number
gone.
3 here
2-run
in the
shot.
early going as they will take the lead here. It's now a 5-4 ball game.
Well, they were smart not to challenge him with a fastball, but it didn't matter. He's their big dog for a reason. So he waited, stayed back, and absolutely exploded through the...
And yep, so, LA still answers back here.
His last time up.
Pajarillo.
He's set. Here it comes. Fastball well outside.
This is a tough guy right here to hit into a double play. He's fast and he swings from the left side, so out of the box he's going to get a good break. You might have to try to get the strikeout right here because very rarely are you going to get this guy
Nice
to ground
changeup
into a
below
double
the
play.
zone.
Count even now at 1-1.
Reasonably good timing on it. I just could not put bat on ball. And another one below the zone.
6 runs, 6 hits. 1 error for the Angels so far.
Come on, big dog, get your pitch.
Hard hit ball.
That's going to be through the gap on the right side, and Salomon is going to get himself a base hit on the day, so that'll be another single for him. Let's go.
And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Yeah, the pitching coach takes the stroll out to the mound, and with the pitcher this young, you just want to let him know that he's out there for a reason, and to trust what got him here is good enough to get him through this.
And now for the Angels, Zach Kozar was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Dickerson on second. Barrios first, 1 gone. That's strike 2 on a well-placed
Kozar takes a
changeup
strike
around the
there.
knees.
1-2 count
That's
now.
a huge pitch for him right there. He's been struggling early. If he's able to get any feel on his secondary stuff, he might be able to hang around a little bit.
Here we go.
The 1-2. Still 1-2.
Fouls that one off. Stays alive.
Hey, let's go, big fella.
Here's another 1-2. Oh, and there's the good curveball as he
And the
sat down on
curveball
strikes
freezes
for the
him
second
up, and that'll
time.
be
Here
the second out of the inning.
Look to strike out looking, but it's way worse when you do it with a guy in scoring position. Those are the times you really want to see a guy battle and at least put the ball in play.
So Jonathan VR back up to bat. 0 for 2 on the day.
Baseman, Jonathan.
And I believe they'll say he
Goes
played
around
as
on that
yes, he
one.
did. It's ruled a strike.
Easy way here.
Line drive to
Nice
center
shot,
field.
center field. That's going to just be a humble single.
Throw to the plate.
They're still going to send the runner home, and that'll be a nice insurance run for us in the 5th. Let's go.
Dan, that had to be missed execution right there. 2 strikes on the batter. You throw a breaking ball, but you leave it up a little bit for him to be able to drive it to the out.
No doubt about it, Dero. 2-strike breaking ball intended to be at the ankles or below to even bounce it to get him chasing.
And here comes Xander Bogaerts. 0 for 2 with a walk already.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now. He's got a chance to add on to what's already been a big inning for him.
All right, that's a big hit out here. But
And
center
we'll have
fielder's out
leave
to
it
get it
there
in
as the
right
play
center
is
field,
made
and that'll
here
end the
in
inning.
So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. 5 innings complete. The Angels are out in front, 7-5. So now it'll be the 4-hole.
Here comes DJ Stewart again. He's already bombed one time today, and he's got the bases loaded here.
He hit a changeup out for a home. So it'll
A swing and a drive hit well out to right field. It'll die on the warning track as the catch is made. And here comes the runner from third.
Well, that's not going to help too much.
Comes across to score as they try and chip away at their deficit. That makes it 7-6.
So that's a fly
now.
out to center field, but that'll still be a sac fly that drives in a run for Baltimore, and that cuts the lead to only 1.
and pick up the
And here comes Salomon out here in the bottom of the 7th with a tie game.
For the Angels,
Reggie Prado out here. I'm going to go ahead and let that one go on by. Ooh, that one was coming in at Salomon's business.
There's ball 2 as the slider dips below the zone.
All right, here we go. Nope.
3-1.
Change up below the zone.
walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
Here we go.
High in the air out to
That,
center field.
though, is just going to be a fly ball to right center field.
Mullins
Center fielder's got
is
plenty of
there,
time, and
he has
that'll
it for
be
the first
Salomon
down.
out here in the 7th.
At At the plate, Carmine Reyes.
Carmine Reyes, the new kid. Let's see what he can do out here facing off against Ryan Tepera. Just a fly ball out to Salomon. He's out here and got it.
Under this one. 2 gone.
And Renato Nunez here. They're up 1, top of the 9th.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes.
Cody Allen trying to hold it scoreless here.
Heading out towards shallow right.
Salomon's just got to run over to get it. That'll end the inning. But we have a 1-run deficit we got to make up here, and only 3 outs to do it in. Let's go.
Certainly dampened the mood of these fans. Bottom part of the order, 7, 8, and 9 due up in the bottom of inning number 9. The O's lead this thing 9-8.
All right, Salomon's up.
He flew out in his last at bat. Good slider there, and he gets ahead
Early
of
on the
0-1.
slider.
As
Yes.
we near the end of this one, I think it's safe to say that the story of the game has undoubtedly been the long ball. Guys, what do you think about what we've
And the curveball. Yuck.
Well, as a former offensive player, I absolutely love it. Kudos to both lineups for doing absolute damage today. One of the most fun.
All right, let's see what we can do here, Salomon. You're already 2 for 4. Nope. Swung at 1 in the dirt again, and that'll be the second out of the inning. And Orioles prevent it from being a sweep here, even though I'm pretty sure we've already won the series, or at least forced a tie. Well, they sat Salomon for the end of the series. Take a look, and we did win it. So we've gone split series with Oakland, won the series with Houston, and won the series with Baltimore to start the season. Salomon doing pretty good for himself. No, not really much on the home runs so far. It's been about, what, 8 games so far, only 1 home run, but he's got a .308 batting average. He's slugging .462. His OBP as well is pretty good right now. It's .437, which is exceptional. But unfortunately, that's going to do it for us today. So until next time, I'm Tyrant Saber, and I will see you at the ballpark.